What is going on, guys? This is Zach with Deeply Driven Outdoors. I am down in the Ozarks with Matt, aka Indiana Jones, and it's a little warm, but it's not as humid as Iowa. We are going to float one of these nice clear Ozark rivers. So I've not really explored this area of the country too much, but it's supposed to have some trout. It's supposed to be some smallmouth bass fishing around here. We're kind of like in southeastern Missouri, Mark Twain National Forest kind of area. Gonna do a night or two of camping on the river, fishing, that kind of thing. And like before, like I used to assume that like all of the South was just kind of like, you know, the rivers from like Iowa, right? Like they're just kind of muddy and slow. But there's a lot of rocky, clear, cold, spring-fed streams in this area. So I'm excited to kind of interact with that and do some fishing and everything. So we're gonna get to paddling. Got my first smallmouth of the trip. Thing's a lunker, dude. Get that. Sweet.
What are you doing, just jigging?
Using what they call a trout magnet. Little tiny plastic. I got a whole bunch of extras. If this pans out, work like for bait, I got a whole bunch of extras you can use.
Trying to figure out how to use the spinner.
Getting some rapids. Woo! Oh, big log. Didn't even see that. Dude, nice deep spot right here. I'm getting little bites, but they're like tiny.
I'm getting all the minnows following this thing.
Oh yeah, dude, they're all like 3-inch fish.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Less than that.
We are off to a decent start. We launched kind of by like a paddling resort, so there's like a lot of rafters and stuff going, you know, behind us and in front of us and everything. So you know, that's all right. But it's a little bit busy. And but we have caught fish. Matt just caught his first fish of the trip. Little smallmouth. I mean, these things are like 5-inch long smallmouth. I've caught 2 smallmouth, and I caught my first ever rock bass. So kind of exciting. Got a new species, and we've only been paddling and fishing for a little bit. And I think once we get past this kind of, you know, day float like river stretch, I think from what I understand, it's gonna be a little more secluded. So hopefully maybe the fishing will pick up there a little bit too. I was doing a little bit of casting around, and I caught something I never caught before. A rock. Never have I reeled in a rock. How did that even happen? There's like this little gap in the rock that the hook went into. Coral pepper. That's funny. All right. Definitely got some shallow spots to try to turn around in. You decided it's time, eh?
What?
You decided it's time, eh?
Yeah. I got thirsty. I was like, yeah, you know what?
Well, I know you're thirsty. I've seen your Instagram.
Huh. I have Instagram.
But that would have been a fun log to stand on this river and chainsaw off.
Need refreshments while you're here?
Oh, might as well. Dude, this water is perfect. Like, this is perfect hot day swimming water. Like, you go to the driftless streams, not really swimming streams, like they're cold. You get in like your ankles ache,
yeah.
You know. But like this is probably 65 degrees, 60 degrees.
Probably a bit warmer than that. When you shut that, you only want to do the right one.
Am I right?
Yeah. The only right.
Yeah, this is nice, you know.
I just kind of want to get away from like where everyone's doing cannonballs into the water and scaring all fish off. But we'll get there.
Yeah, once we pass the resort, we're almost halfway to the resort. So I mean, it's fast.
Yeah. good. Got a couple barking spiders in my boat. Well, caught a little, probably 7 or 8 inch smallie, probably 8. A little bit ago on like a little 16th ounce. They call them like crappie crawls. I've had them for a long time. Never really used them. Never really caught anything on them. But it's produced a little bit. So my GoPro is taking a break from the heat. So might miss a little bit of action here. It's a warm one. Fortunately, it's not terribly humid and the water is perfect here. I mean, it's 60, 65 degree water, you know, and it's not muddy, it's not sandy, it's like all gravel, so it's super clean to like just wade in and hang out in. So pretty nice.
It's so cold.
What you doing there?
Yeah.
Warming up the water? Just holding sunscreen? Dude, like tickles when they bite on you. It's all over me. Look at them. I don't know what kind of food they're getting off my leg hair, but I wouldn't want to eat it. Oh yeah, getting some lunch on. It's really gonna be interesting getting them off the fire with no like hot hands or plates to put them on.
We'll figure that out when it comes to it.
I think these things are ready to eat as soon as they get to the point where they're not gonna burn our mouths off. I don't know when that's gonna be. Nice. Oh, shoot, he got off. See if I can catch some fish in this little hole back here. The river started to braid and I took the wrong turn. It petered out. Getting bit real good here though. You're a sight for sore eyes. See what predicament I've got myself in here? You're a sight for sore eyes if you see my predicament. Not a bad one. A little smallie. Heck yeah, dude. Got a little smallie. Sweet. Nice. There he is. I don't know. Probably a little 7-incher. That is a pretty sunfish. I don't know what that is. Orange spotted? Pumpkin seed? That is pretty.
I don't know what it is.
Lovely sunny. Fish on again. Dude. Another smallie. You hooked up? Ah! He's trying to escape into my crotch. Quit flopping, dude. Here I got the littlest fish in the creek. What is this guy? Green sunny.
2-for-1 deal.
Twofer. Hey yo. Sorry, Mr. Green Sunfish. There you go.
They had paper and foam plates. I went for foam because in case we have another whoopsie daisies.
Case of emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop on a plate and it won't get soggy.
Thanks for doing the errand run.
No problem if you want to go up there and shop, whatever, ice cream bar. And
I'm ready to get away from people and find a sandbar and woo.
2-for-1.
We went by a humongous resort, and the only benefit is to have a big general store. And we packed for this trip like straight up dudes. We have a cooler loaded with meat, a pink cooler, so you know, whatever.
Borrowed.
Yeah, borrowed. It's loaded with meat. We don't have any vegetables. We don't have any fruit. We forgot all the plates, spatula, everything. So for most of the stretch we were floating today, it was like, I guess you call it like a resort stretch.
yeah.
I mean, there's like it's got to be like the biggest river resort like in the world. There's just thousands of on a weekday, on a Friday during the day, thousands of drunk people that we were like floating past and trying to fish past. And we finally get past the resort, and looks like we round the corner, and like suddenly it's just like instant solitude. So hopefully the rest of the trip will be a lot more in the solitude category and the fish catching category. But we are going to find a nice little gravel bar and, you know, post up for the night, and then pick up our paddling tomorrow. But we'll do some more fishing too once we get stopped and make a campfire and everything. So it should be good. The water, if we go to the left, the water's going to take us right through these strainers. I'm going to go to the right. There's still some strainers, but not as bad. Yeah, that's that. I don't want. This is actually still kind of tough right here, but not so bad. Whew. Bump, bump. Yep, that was a good choice. Right side. Right. Yep, it is good. That left side would be pretty wicked. There's a big boulder in the middle, though. Big one. Whew. All right. Well, we are looking for a campsite. We've been paddling for about 11 hours today. I was telling Matt, I'm like, this is the most technical paddling I've ever done. Like, as far as, you know, navigating rapids and stuff like that, and boulders and everything. Like, it's not terrible. It's not like Montana, but it's different than Iowa, that's for sure. I don't hate this either, this side. Alrighty, I got my little, tiny little tent. Little 3-person, $30 Walmart tent. It says Ozark Trail, and I'm pretty much on an Ozark Trail, so that's pretty rad. Obviously it's made for this trip. Matt loves the hammocks, so he's got the hammock stuff going. We're at our campsite for the night. We're just finishing getting camp set up, and then we are going to make a little fire and make some food and have a good time. We are in the middle of nowhere. Well, guys, this is my new sleeping bag setup for those that care. I went with the Big Agnes Lost Ranger 15-degree bag. Now, yes, we are in the Ozarks, and it's like 90 degrees, and actually kind of humid right now. But it's a 2-part bag. So like there's an outer bag, which is super light. This is actually a 50-degree bag is the outer. And then the inner you can put in it, and that's like a 30 or 40-degree bag or something like that. And together they combine to be a 15-degree bag. But there's some cool little features on this that I'm going to be curious to try out. So first of all, this liner has a pillow barn. So you shove your pillows in there so they don't scooch around on you, which has been a problem for me before. Also, this outer shell has it works like a fitted sheet on your sleeping mattress. So it's supposed to help keep you from sliding off. I'm gonna see how that all works here. It's like there's some, you know, some tightening points, so I'll have to figure that out. Got some pork steaks on the campfire. After like 11 hours of paddling, this is just gonna be absolutely money. I'm hungry and smelly. The only person out here to smell me is Matt.
Yay.
Yay, lucky you. Get my own brand of cologne. Well, we ate those delicious pork steaks. Got our little camp set up. I think we're going to retire to bed pretty soon. We'll pick this adventure back up in the morning. And we got some good breakfast in the cooler. Got some breakfast sausages and stuff. Now, hopefully the fishing should be better. Now that we're kind of past the whole party stretch of the river, and it's just us two out here. Hopefully the fishing will be good tomorrow. Slept not so great last night. Didn't have anything to do with like the new sleeping bag or the tent or anything. It was just humid. It was just muggy. It probably should not have had the rain fly on the tent, but even then it's just laying down like on the sleeping mattress and on top of the sleeping bag. just in my skivvies. It was just like, ugh, it's nasty. So was not super comfortable last night. Also, I got contact. I don't know if it's still in my eyeball somewhere. I don't exactly have the best means to check and see. I don't have a mirror out here, but my eyeball is irritated AF. Trying to change out the contact. I can't really see if it's still in there or not. But yeah, other than that, definitely woke up to peace and solitude. I mean, it's beautiful out here, so can't beat that. We're gonna make some breakfast and break camp, and then do a bunch more paddling today. Do some more fishing too. Hopefully we catch some more fish now that we're kind of out of that resort stretch of the river. Hopefully it'll be more fishing centric, and we should get more and better fish, hopefully. Well, it's gonna be tricky up here. Yeah. Tight turn. What you fishing with?
Just that little pink jig that you gave me earlier.
Got one. Fish on. A little bit better one. Nice. Here we go.
Roll?
Yeah, I am. Holy smokes, come on, buddy. Nice. Smallmouth. Heck yeah. Come on. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, come on. Come on, get over here.
They got some bite to them.
They do. I love smallmouth, dude. In the boat. Heck yeah. He's probably, I don't know, 10 inches. Something like that. There we go. A little Ozark smallmouth. Heck yeah. I have a little creek with ultralight tackle. That's a lot of fun. Dude, I'm sweating already. Okay, he's going back in the water. Damn. Well, that was my biggest smallmouth of the trip so far. You know, not huge. Like if you're fishing, it's all dependent on where you're fishing. Like if you're fishing in the Great Lakes, that smallmouth is like dinky tiny. But like these, you know, kind of smaller creeks, small rivers, whatever, you know, kayak fishing with ultralight tackle, and we're back here with nobody around. You know, getting the fish like that's pretty fun. He put up a good fight too, stake and drag and everything. So that's kind of what I came for. Hopefully tomorrow we can get into some trout too. But it's going to be smallmouth and panfish game for the rest of today at least. Got one. Got one. Another smallie. Heck yeah, dude. He is. Acrobat. Not as big as the last one, bigger than the first one. Hey, quit it. I'll take the hook out of your mouth if you stop doing that. Seriously, dude. There you go. A little smallie. Back in the water. Got fish number 4. Oh, I got one of those pretty ones. One of those sunfish. I've never caught one of those. Dude, look at that thing. I don't think I've ever caught one of these sunfish. So that's my second new species I've ever caught on this trip. Ooh, quit.
You ever caught smallmouth before?
No, I caught smallmouth, but I caught a rock bass yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Never caught a rock bass before. Look at that thing. Dropped him. Hey, look at that. Beautiful sunfish. I'll tell you what, as a guy that likes to run diddy poles, fish for flathead, that would get annihilated by a flathead. Did you miss a fish?
Yeah, I thought I had a snag at first, and I saw the line going left, right. It's like,
Well, at least we found ourselves a little spot here, didn't we? Well, that little fishing stop is pretty good. Trout magnet keeps on producing, even for the smallmouth. So, we are gonna keep on paddling because we got some distance to cover today too. So we're gonna keep on paddling out of this fishing hole, and next good one we'll stop at that. More rapids. There's a what? In a good way? This is beautiful. So we came down the stream this way, and Matt got spun sideways and caught on this big rock. which like started swamping his Ascend kayak from like the broadside. So fortunately, we didn't lose anything, did we?
No, I didn't.
I didn't see anything floating down the river. If that had happened to my H12, even with the higher sides, that would have been a real problem because there's no real drainage on it. But Matt's got the 12T, so had the scupper holes and was able to just drain that stuff out.
It's a river adventure.
It is. Wouldn't be an adventure without dumping your kayak. Twice. And the day's young, honestly.
Yeah, third time's a charm.
That's right.
We'll find something.
That's where you'll lose all your stuff. A lunker. A little sunfish. Getting away. A little sunfish. We do have some pretty sunfish up here. Looks like a green sunfish, but his colors are more vibrant than what I'm used to seeing. Ooh, these little sunfish are sure pretty. Beautiful. Well, it's funny, you kind of get away from people a little bit, and the fish are really ready to bite. Dang, missed one. So my lure strategy up here has been, I've got two rods with me. I've got my ultralight, which just has like a 64th ounce, I'm having a brain fart, 64th ounce drop magnet on it. And then I've got a 16th ounce jig head here with just, I've been swapping out, you know, twister tail colors and stuff like that. So I've been throwing the 64th ounce. Really, that's actually been producing the most. I think mostly because panfish and everything will bite it. You know, it doesn't take a big fish to take that. But it doesn't get all the way down in the water column before the current sweeps it away. So then I kind of go with the 16th ounce, and it gets down a little bit deeper. It kind of does the, you know, I kind of fish the same stretch, and then it kind of gets the deeper depths for me. Yeah, there's a straight up cave coming up, like a real cave. Might be some spelunking in my future here.
I was murdering those little pretty sunfish
You were even.
before that drop of the sand.
They are now called neon bellies.
They're caught.
Fish on. Nice. Woo. Dude, he is feisty. Heck yeah, man. It's a nice little smallie. Sweet. Look at that. Beauty.
They love you.
Off you go, buddy. Blink.
Neon belly.
Oh, Matt's got a neon belly. Nice. Fishing at the cave is panning out. Goodness, we got colors on that thing. Good. Oh, another bass.
They hungry in this area.
Nice. Heck yeah. There's actually a little bit of size to these smallies in here. Sweet.
The old jump trick. Oh, he's got his phone following him.
I know, I see that. Hey, I thought we were hanging out, buddy. This is sick, dude. He's around my ankle.
We'll get you back.
Yeah, he's trying to. Hopefully the hook points in his mouth. He's around my other ankle. Dude! Fudge!
You gotta re-roll.
I am rolling. Hell yeah. How big is he? 11 inches? 11-inch smallmouth. Okay, buddy, back in the water with you.
So cool seeing them like come up and just
actually hit it.
Wham.
Sweet. The smallie? Yeah, it is. Dope.
Well, figured out the technique at least.
Good. That's the only thing that matters, really.
Yeah, a little jump up, float down action.
Oh man, had the lunker on. Came off. He might have been 3, maybe 4 inches even. This is the cave we found. A little bit of, kind of some cave exploring. And by that I mean we went up to it and looked inside of it. I'm not gonna go crawl back there, but it looks like it goes back a little ways, but it gets a little claustrophobic as it does so. That's a little Ozark cave we found. Like if I'm the chupacabra, I'll live in there. Hell yeah. That's where the Ozark howler lives. Probably that thing goes. I think it goes back in there. I'm too claustrophobic to try that out, but that's pretty cool.
Spatula tong combos.
I know.
Makes it so easy.
2 utensils in one. Dude, this is pretty epic. We have made a stop for lunch. Just down from our cave here.
Stone throw away.
Literally a stone's throw away from the cave. And we're cooking up some brisket bacon burgers. Well, we got lunch done, picked up, and we are making tracks again. We're not sure if we're gonna make our originally planned takeout point or not, but it doesn't matter because there's one that's closer if we decide not to go to the original one. Well, I think we're almost to the first tributary. We've been on this creek for a day and a half. And then the first tributary is quite short. We're not sure if we're gonna pull out there or if we're gonna take that to a more of a larger river and then pull out from that river. See how things go. Nice and shady again. We're good. We got this. We got this. When you think about a trip like this, look at it on maps, and you'll see like, you know, tiny little towns around. And you're just kind of planning like, you put in your takeout, and you're not really like planning like what's going on the river. And you always see like, you know, some other kayakers or some floaters, but like this whole stretch we've been on for most of the time, except for like the middle part, has all been like party central. So it's just not really great spots to like stop and fish and like hang out and camp and do stuff, but like there wasn't a good way to know ahead of time, so it is what it is. We're just here in the middle of like party central with our fishing kayaks. Well, we finally made it to our takeout point. Like I said, today just kind of didn't go as planned. The first part of the day was great. Hardly saw any people. But then we kind of went past another resort launch, and it was back into the throngs of people, which just made it tough to fish. Like, that's fine. I mean, that's what this part of the river is here. We just didn't know. So it just made it real tough to impossible to fish. You know, so we learned something new. Our goal is we're going to pull out of here. We're going to go find a campsite, like just on dry ground, just a proper campsite. Camp tonight, and then we're going to go just, you know, over land. We're going to go find fishing spots tomorrow. I think we're going to try for trout streams tomorrow. Most of the stuff we've been fishing is like, it's cool water, and it's like cleaner and clear, but it's more smallmouth. It's not like cold water. It's too warm for trout where we've been. So we're going to try to find some stuff that's like trout water tomorrow. But yeah, Matt's getting the vehicle right now, and then we're gonna pull up out of here, camp, and then do some more fishing tomorrow. Just overland fishing and exploring tomorrow. I didn't see much rain in the forecast, but evidently we're getting some, so I might throw a wrench in the plans a little bit today. We got camp mostly packed up, except for our wet tents. We're going to see if the rain's going to move off, and then go about our daily plan here for trout fishing, I think. So we have landed ourselves at a trout hatchery, trout stream below it, here in the Ozarks. So we're going to see if we can catch some trout here today. I think we can, but we'll see. You never know. Sweet deal.
You got some energy to them.
You need a net. YOLO.
I don't even know how to de-hook these guys.
Grab them around the body and take the hook out. Take a load of bass. Can we hold that? Careful. You can lip them.
Not like that. You can lip them?
Yeah. Teeth ain't that bad.
Ain't that bad.
There you go. Now he won't get away in the process. Didn't like that. I'm doing pliers too. Let's get towards the bank a little bit. We'll free up some hands. Free up that hand. We're gonna free up this hand. Well, there wasn't a whole lot doing at the hatchery, but Matt caught his first ever trout. Nice little rainbow. He's gonna snack on him for sure. I have never heard a pit toilet called a comfort station. It is definitely a first for me. Well, Matt and I wrapped up the trout fishing, which is going to pretty much do it for this adventure. Matt caught the one rainbow. Other than that, it's pretty slow, but I'm glad he got to get his first trout and kind of get to see what that's about.
And a rock.
And a rock. He caught a rock too. So we both caught a rock on this extended trip. First for both of us. So anyway, that's it. Hit the subscribe button on this channel. Drop me a comment. Hit the like button. We'll catch you on the next one.